What is going on, guys, and welcome back to episode 109 of the Staincast. I'm one of your co-hosts, the Scarlet Spider. With me, as always, Insomniac Spider-Man.
What's up, yo?
We have two lovely guests with us, of course, this week. If you'd like to introduce yourselves.
Can't even see him.
You got that, Chad, if you want to go.
All right, I'm the Amazing Spider-Man, or you can just call me Chet sometimes.
Spider
Hi,
Chat.
Spider
Yeah.
Chat.
And you know
Andrew-
who it is. Miles Morales, the kid.
Andrew Chetfield.
Alright, that's enough of that. I'm taking that off. I can't fucking breathe.
Coward.
Of course, sorry about the wait, guys, but we're here. We're finally recording this. We're lovely, ready to get this started.
We
Tag
locked
the
in, baby.
Pet and the Kid. We're here covering Across the Spider-Verse this week. Fantastic movie. Was even considered to be movie of the year for some people, but not all.
Oh.
But before we get into that, of course, we do have some lovely new content that was released.
Invincible.
We got.
We have two
Invincible.
episodes. No, X-Men 97 is actually pretty good. But we have two episodes.
I fuck with it a little.
Yeah, I fuck with it
a little.
But we have two episodes of Invincible. And I gotta say, episode 5 was a fucking banger.
That's true.
Was that was the one right after the break?
That was the mid-season premiere, yeah. That was a
I liked episode 6 better.
Yeah, I did
Episode
too.
5 was a banger, but I like episode 6. Man.
Guardians
Yeah.
getting walked was fucking goated. Needed that.
Bunch
Needed
of
that.
Scrubs. Rex
Yeah,
Flo, duplicate, bunch of scrubs.
That was
duplicate
episode 5.
literally.
That was
It
5.
wasn't.
Yes, it was.
They did get
That
cooked
was-
on episode
that was
5.
the
Yeah,
end
that
of
was episode 5.
Oh,
I still like 6
but,
better.
But
though.
6 was the following. Yeah, was that was happened after, which I enjoyed because then Rex got the fuck back up after being
He got
shot
his
in the
lips
head.
in,
That was
Yeah, that's
crazy.
what I'm saying. That shit was egregious. Like as soon as we didn't see him like have like that super comical death, I'm like, oh my god, this guy's still alive. What the fuck? Like as soon as he fell on his face, I was like, oh my god, he's still fucking alive. Jesus.
That was crazy.
Yeah,
but
that was insane.
Invincible came back with a fucking banger.
Yeah. Doesn't make up for the fact they made us wait like 4 fucking months for this, but yeah, no, it's still very good.
Yeah, I mean,
True.
I'm excited for when it comes back and to, or not when it comes back, but for these next 2 episodes, which
Which is ridiculous. There's only 2 more fucking episodes.
There's only
but
2 more. I thought there was
whatever.
10 episodes.
Is there 10?
I think it's
I
8.
thought it was...
Nah.
Bro, if there's 2 episodes, if we had to wait fucking 4 months for 4 episodes,
Nah,
that's
I'm off
great.
that.
Well, I know. Hold on. Before the hate
I'm hating.
train.
No, I'm hating.
No, hold on. Before the hate train starts.
Mid-season.
Mid-season. I can't even fucking type because I can't even see, but it's all right.
Me either.
Take the mask off, goddammit.
I want to put the
Nah.
shiesty on.
Hold on. How many episodes will 8 episodes?
Come on.
Oh, goodbye, Chad again. I guess that's all really about Invincible, season 2, part 2, so far.
Well, no. I just got to say it again. 2 episodes left? Really? Come on.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That
Two
ain't right.
episodes left is
I thought they would at least add more episodes. You know how like the first season's always the least amount of episodes, and you usually add more episodes. I don't know, whatever. It just does. It leaves a foul taste that we had that mid-season finale all for this to be
For
2
4
episodes
episodes.
left now. Yeah, 4 more
Yeah.
episodes. It's like I thought there was gonna be like 10. Come on.
I mean, yeah, that part does suck, but hopefully it goes out with a banger and it'll be worth it.
I know it will. I know the Antrim Levy shit's about to go tough. I don't know spoilers, but that's gonna be stupid. A lot of
Yeah.
packs. A lot of
A
people.
lot
getting
of
sued.
packs.
A lot of white tees.
Whole
are
lot
gonna
of
be
packs.
handed out.
Yeah.
Whole lot of packs.
Yeah.
But besides that, X-Men 97 is the only other thing that dropped, which I think Xander and I are the only ones that have watched that
No,
so
I
far.
watched it.
Yeah, when does the next episode come out? Wednesday?
Yeah, it comes out on Wednesdays.
Today?
Thursdays.
Wednesday?
Yeah, it comes out.
Yeah,
on
Wednesdays, yeah. It was good. I fuck with the animation too.
No, I
but
wasn't mad at
like
it.
I
Chet
fuck
was
with the
saying, certain things look a little like CGI or like they're moving, but they're not moving. But other than that, it's good.
I like the portrayal of the X-Men's powers, and I hope they translate to when they eventually do them in live action. Because,
Yeah.
like, the way Cyclops was portrayed is perfect. Like,
Yeah,
his
he was
use of
moving
his
nice.
powers in that first and second episode was beautiful.
I love the way he's using his beams, like they're concussion beams. They never really show that in media.
Yeah.
Like, they're
And-
force,
and
like so he pushes
It's-
himself.
It's
with the
straight
beam.
kinetic energy, so he's able to
Yeah.
use that to travel on the ground fast, and like he's actually using it's great.
The tough ass scene when he's falling out of the helicopter or the jet or whatever, and he's
Oh.
using the beams to like hover
Great
on the
work,
ground.
team.
Yeah, that was
Meet
tough.
you on the ground.
Cyclops is one of my favorite X-Men, but they never do him right ever.
Exactly, and that's why I hope they translate this to live action. But even if they don't, I'm very happy with what we're getting so far, and I'm excited for the rest of the season to continue.
Yeah.
Yeah, besides Gambit getting cucked, I gotta say that Gambit getting
That's
cucked don't
true.
sit right with me, especially with who it is.
Yeah,
Just
that is
nasty,
true.
kind of.
That is true.
They got him.
They got Cyclops in the OG X-Men. I just remember fucking Jean Grey just taking his glasses off, and that's all we get for him. And then they just pull up, and his glasses are just floating on the beach.
Oh, the
Like,
last
whatever,
stand.
yeah, whatever the fuck that was. That shit was ridiculous.
We
They're
don't talk
always
about
sidelining
X-Men: The
them.
Last Stand.
They're always trying to
Okay.
make Wolverine the main character when every X-Men should be standing out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that's. Oh, the future Metro Boomin album came out.
Yeah.
All
It was
right,
good.
It was
it's all
cool.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't
I didn't want to
anything
be the
special.
first one to say it because I'm always saying shit's mid, but yeah.
So,
mid.
It was
like,
Future.
I liked the song with
People
the
are gonna be
Weeknd.
happy with that deal.
I liked the song with
I don't
Kendrick.
care.
I liked the song with both songs with Travis. Ice Attack wasn't bad.
Here's
That
what I'll
Kendrick,
say.
we all got. We don't even
Yeah.
gotta talk about that, but that Kendrick verse is tough.
Here's what I'll
Kendrick
say.
was good enough.
Future is literally just a less mainstream Drake, where he drops music. He drops updated music, but he doesn't drop good music. All right, now I'm not even gonna say whether or not it's good or bad. I'm just gonna tell you guys what he does. It's like how Drake, every year he drops new verses because new shit that's happened to him because he literally does whatever he wants, right?
Yeah.
And Future is literally just is the same exact thing because he's been in the industry forever as well. And it's just like, all right, what's the most recent womanizer thing I've done? Oh, I'm gonna put it in a verse. Okay, here's my song. There's nothing wrong with that, but once like Future was, you're never gonna hear a Future verse like that shit changed me or that shit like gave me a new look on this or that.
Yeah.
Like it's not gonna
Right.
happen.
It's always talking about the same shit. Like a lot of these rappers is like he's turning
Yeah.
40 soon. It's like if you don't got nothing new to say or nothing new to innovate
Yeah.
with, just stop.
Lean it
Like
forward.
you
Yeah.
proved yourself to be one of the innovators of like trap and that
Yeah.
type of genre. So you don't have to do anymore.
Yeah.
You can just stop. You're like almost 40, bro, talking about
Yeah.
the same shit.
It's like I can't think of a basketball player right now, but he would be the equivalent of a basketball player who played in the league for like 20 years, never won anything, but has ridiculous
Chris
stats
Paul.
because he's been in the league 20 years. There you go. That's it. I mean, I feel like that's a good. Yeah, it's like he's been in the league so long, so like his stats are fucking ridiculous because he's
Yeah.
been there so long, but doesn't mean that he's fucking won anything. Like, I think he's good, but it's also just difficult because he always surrounds himself with people that are very good. You know, like the Drakes, the Kanyes, the fucking
Even-
Future, I mean, the
even,
Travis Scotts, the
Metro, like he's
Yeah.
anytime he's on a Metro beat, it's gonna be good because Metro's always good.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of these rappers,
He's
not
smart.
the Future, get carried by that.
He's
Speaking
smart.
of-
He knows to hang out with people who are gonna carry. Not carry, but you know what I mean. We're gonna.
Was-
Yeah.
So-
Make him better.
But speaking of Metro Boomin, I think that's a perfect
Mm.
way to segue
Yeah.
into our main
The
topic
movie.
of this episode, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. And just to
Ooh,
get it out of the
Metro.
way, because if we don't do it now, we're going to forget to talk about it as a whole. We must talk about the Across the Spider-Verse album that came out, which was produced by Metro Boomin.
I thought you were gonna talk
Yeah.
about we need to talk about Haley Steinfeld.
I mean,
That's
that's
next.
too later.
That's next, okay?
Okay.
First,
I just
first,
want to make sure.
first is going to be talking about the Spider-Verse album because it was
Okay.
fantastic. It was up there as in our top fives for I think both of us for album of the year.
I mean, that's also there wasn't insane competition when we
Fair.
talked about that in the episode.
We
but
did.
I agree with you. No, but I agree with you. I mean, for me, it was like Utopia and the Metro Boomin album were kind of like an epsilon above everything else. Like I had my top two pretty set in stone, and the rest kind of followed suit. But my goodness, it's just I just love the vibes. Like it's just such a. It's not what you'd expect from Metro. Like Metro is, I mean,
Every time
we talk about that album he made with Future. It's like it's crazy to think that he made both of those albums, like the Future album and the Spider-Verse album. Like they're both so
He got range.
yeah.
every time I listen to the Spider-Verse album, I think of the scenes that
Mm-hmm. Oh
it
yeah.
correlates to in the movie. Like it's that well done.
Yeah.
It elevates the movie for sure. If this album wasn't in the movie, I don't think it would hit the same. Honestly, like a lot of the
Yeah.
songs just
I
like
don't
you were
think so either.
saying, they just you just relate to the scene because the songs are that good. Like it
Yeah.
just sticks in your head.
I
Makes the
mean,
scene
like,
better too.
we spoken about it before. How they literally put like quotes from the movie, scenes from the movie in it, like at the beginning and at the end. That kind of like it almost sets as like a timestamp for it. Like it's just really so well done. For a
It's just really-
soundtrack, like no, that's what I'm saying. It's just a very like what like full like 360-degree like just very well done album because there's so many soundtracks that like they could be pretty good. They could fill space and they could like kind of um uh what the hell is the word Jesus I can't even speak. Yeah, I'm stupid. No, there are like it conveys the
You
it
got the
conveys the
bottom
plot.
line.
Thank you.
Pride.
Holy smokes! Yeah, no, I couldn't. It conveys the plot, but like for the Metro album, like there's just so much extra to it. Like the features are great. The different beats kind of like correspond to the scenes. I don't know. It's like you guys said. It just elevates the hell out of the movie.
I was gonna ask you, what was your top songs from that album? I need to see the top five because
number
I'm
one
looking
is
at it on
Home.
Spotify.
Number one is
Top
Home.
five,
Alright.
sheesh.
Hummingbird
Yeah, Home.
and Annihilate. Like
Hummingbird's
two,
nice.
top two on that.
All right, hold on.
Annihilate
Let's,
has
hold
to
on,
be
hold on,
my
hold on.
number
Let's go
one.
one at a time. Let's go one at a time. Chet, your top three.
Top three: Hummingbird, Annihilate, and let's go Spider for three. Or I don't think it's Spider's in parentheses. I think it's Danger. Is the actual name.
Yeah, Danger's on there. Yeah, Spider parentheses. Offset and JID, yeah.
Okay, DL.
Probably in no particular order. Am I Dreaming? Link Up is pretty nice. I like the beat on Link Up, but I don't know if it's my top three. That's what else did I say? So I said that. Home, I have to say that. And yeah, I'm just gonna say Link Up because the only reason I'm not saying Annihilate is I said it before. Lil Wayne's verse annoys the shit out of me. Like annoys the shit out of me, so I can't. In principle, like it's probably like 4 or 5 then Annihilate, but it can't be top 3 just because of that.
Xander, do you want to go
Respect it.
before me or do you want to go last?
I'll just go right now because I'm already looking at Spotify. I got Annihilate for sure. That's my number one. I put Self Love as my number 2. I fuck with that one heavy. And then I like the one with ASAP at the end of the movie.
Am
What
I
is that?
Dreaming?
Forgot which one that one. Yeah, Am I Dreaming? Yeah, that one's probably one of my
I'd
favorites
probably
too.
take out
Yeah.
Danger.
That's probably my
That
favorite
one,
on the whole album.
I forgot about it.
So,
Yeah,
I
Am I
gotta
Dreaming
give
is
it-
nice.
I gotta give it to Home. Am I Dreaming? And see, this last one's hard because I'm honestly I'm
Nas
between-
Morales.
Yeah, definitely Nas Morales. I'm between Annihilate and All the Way Live.
I like the beat on All the Way Live.
Yeah, All the Way Live is nice.
Yeah,
It's
no, it's I
nice.
like.
I think I'm gonna
Annihilate
give it,
is odd.
I think I'm gonna give it All the Way Live.
I think I'm gonna give it to Nas Morales.
Come on, don't get us
Yeah,
copyrighted.
it was 2 seconds. It was 2
Nas
seconds.
Morales.
Fair use, goddammit. Yeah, that's my favorite song for show. For show.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
but
flow nice.
I guess moving on to the second topic of today's discussion, Haley Steinfeld.
Oh yeah, she doing
This
it up.
baby girl.
Yeah, she
If you
is
watching-
doing it up.
True.
If you watching, you know the Insta, it's Lethal Nig.
Yeah, no,
No spaces, no
She's
dots,
the reason.
okay.
She's the reason I had to take my mask off, or this shit would be covered in spit. Because I'd be fucking barking and
Drooling.
crying and
Covering
screaming
my
and
mouth right now
yeah,
for
oh
that
yeah, a lot of
reason.
drooling.
She,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'd be barking.
I hope
like
she's
crazy.
watching this right now.
I was barking at Nutty Irishman, and that's it. Like whoever see me barking at Nutty Irishman this weekend was literally what would happen if I saw Haley Steinfeld.
Yeah, it was egregious.
Yeah,
She just got the range. If we're still talking about Haley Steinfeld, baby girl, she just got range. She got a lot of motion in
got
this
a
movie.
lot of range.
Yeah,
I gave her that whole first 20 minutes of the movie just for her. Like I needed that honestly. Definitely needed her character to be more explored in this movie.
Yeah,
just the
for
way
sure.
she talks. She just knows how to make me. I get jello knees whenever I hear her voice. I'll just be walking around. And my
Something
knee,
about it, yeah.
because she knows. She knows what she's doing.
She knows what she's doing. She knows how to
she
win.
knows. She knows how to give you just enough to keep you coming back, but she don't spoil you because she knows that you'll get tired of it. But look, I'm not tired of it. All right, I want part 3. I'm also gonna need her to get a haircut, but that's another story for another time. The animated Gwen, not Haley Steinfeld. I got
I know you're talking about the animated Gwen. You ain't fuck with the haircut.
No. No. The fuck kind of question is that? I like women with hair. I like women with hair on their head, bro. That's not disrespectful. That's preference.
I just like the punk rock look to it, and it just leans back to the first movie when Miles accidentally peeled their hair off, so she's just fucking going with that look. Because obviously,
I always forget about that too.
That's why I like it, because she just sticks with it because of Miles.
Chet, who is your favorite and least favorite characters?
Let's go.
Ooh, that's hard.
Favorite will be, I guess, just Miles, and least favorite. I don't know. I feel like every character's pretty good in this movie. I'd say
Nice.
Pavitra Pavatra.
Pavitra Pavatra.
Spider-Man. Yeah.
I'm with that. I can get behind that, Chet.
Alright, just as the least overall to this.
I was trying to say, like, all the main Spider-Mans, they're just doing their thing. They're all in their roles and for the movie to be better. Like, I don't know, they're all there for a reason. They're not just. Well, I mean, there are some throwaway ones, but that's when they go to Spire to Society to actually see all the Spider-Mans.
Cameo City.
Yeah, but maybe one of the villains in the cages that you just see. I don't know. I wish I saw more from the villains, but I guess that's the next movie. I'll give it to Doc Ock in the cage. No, I'll give it to the Rhino. I'll give it to literally just that Rhino in the cage.
Rhino.
I don't know. I'm not giving it to a main character because all the main characters are good. So I'll just give it to the Rhino in the cage.
I can respect
There's
that.
literally not even. I don't know why would Miguel need to fucking capture that guy. He's literally just. It's not even a guy. It's an animal.
It's just a Rhino.
I don't know why he feels the
Just
need
a
to have
rhino.
that in the cage, but I guess it's a threat somehow. So I'll take that one as a character. The Rhino who's not the Rhino.
Dio.
I'm gonna say. I mean, I have a whole bunch of favorites. I could probably just go down the whole list of people I'm looking at right now on this top cast. Just because he hasn't said, I think Spot did a excellent job at being like a villain, but like not a super. Like sometimes you don't need like a villain that's like 7 feet tall and 500 pounds of pure muscle. It's like sometimes just their mentals, like their mentality is enough. Yeah, exactly. Like just the way that they think, or maybe their backstory, or this or that. Like it's enough to carry the torch for his character. I think Spot. I think the design. I mean, we've spoken about before that all black design. Like when he gets absorbed. When he gets absorbed into the particle reactor. I mean, yeah. First of all, the music is amazing. The fucking the SFX on his voice, the sound effects on his voice sounds ridiculous. And just because no one, I mean, heck, you might say him, but I'm just gonna say Hobie. I don't even think he was my favorite, but I know everyone loves him. He was like the heart and soul of this movie in some parts of it, so I'll say him. But it's gonna go to Spot, and then least favorite's gonna go to probably George. That's Gwen's father's name, right? George Stacy.
Damn, you dissed him.
He's a hater.
He's a hater. Yeah. I mean, I didn't say my favorite character because I was gonna go with Miguel because he's a hater too, but he's a hater for a reason.
Miguel, yeah.
I didn't say him as my
Miguel was just so automatic.
So speaking of Miguel, he was my favorite.
Yeah, he's just so automatic. It's like
he's his presence on screen. Yeah. The first time you see him just post it up, it's so tough. It's just cool.
I mean, his theme is ridiculous.
Yeah,
Oscar fucking Isaac.
He don't miss.
He do.
When he miss?
X-Men Apocalypse. Poe.
He's an actor.
I was gonna say it's not his fault, but the script was shit. But I would say he missed because he didn't land that apocalypse
because he's not Apocalypse. It's fucking Oscar Isaac. Yeah. It's like Pedro Pascal and fucking Reed Richards. It's the exact same energy. It's like guys who are fucking
he's also got that new
putting their tiny ass feet into big ass shoes.
Yeah, that's one of those moments where no matter how good of an actor you are, sometimes you're just not casted right for the role. Yeah. Like that would have been like a Josh Brolin type
Yeah.
like actor type of.
Yeah,
role
it's like
for
Josh
Pop
Brolin being like Spider-Man or something. Like it just
Yeah.
doesn't fucking
It is.
equal, and there's
Yeah,
nothing
no
wrong
matter
with
how
that.
good you
It's
are.
still a
yeah.
miss. It's still a
Yeah.
miss.
Yeah, so he got one miss under his belt that I could think of.
2.
What else you say?
Somehow
Dameron.
Palpatine returned.
Not his fault. I won't say Poe.
Somehow Palpatine.
It's not his fault. He had literally nothing to do with it. That's also why he's my favorite.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
I mean,
that theme alone.
that slow-mo shot of fucking him and Gwen both looking at each other
Oh,
when he jumps
pulled
through
up for
that
the first
portal.
time?
Yeah.
When he has his cape for the only time
You
in the
see it
movie.
from the back. Yeah, he turns over his
Yeah.
shoulder, looks at her. That shit's hard.
That shit's
Oh,
ridiculous.
no, but Miguel is just a fantastic villain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Miguel's a bad boy.
Miguel's a
Mhm.
fantastic villain. I hope they explore more of him and his backstory, and maybe we find out some twists and turns about him in the third movie. But God knows when the fuck that's coming out. So
Yeah.
Never.
I know it's literally now. It's supposed to come out next week, this week, which makes me so
Yeah.
sad.
oh
I don't
my
wanna think
God,
about
don't
Makes
tell
me so
that.
sad. It makes me so sad. But another dishonorable mention is gonna have to go to Miles Morales' voice actor, because you are literally
Oh,
Hmm?
don't.
you are in the greatest, easiest situation. I know. Look, you ain't peeling her away from QB1 JA17. I understand that, okay? But nobody's saying you can't do a little, frisk a little, okay?
What you
is
talking
in-
about, IRL?
Yeah!
Have you seen the
Yeah!
interviews? Have you seen
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
interviews?
Oh yeah, the interviews.
It's
yeah, he
rough.
fumbles. He
It's
fumbles hard.
rough.
Yeah, it's just hard
It's
to watch.
so rough. It's like, look, at least pretend like you got that in the bag, like you do in the movie, right? Like it's all like just the confidence isn't there. Like I need him. If Haley Steinfeld is sitting opposite to me, bro, I am fucking punching 3 weight classes up for God's sakes. Like, come on, it's Haley
Yeah.
Steinfeld, damn it! You do it. You got to do what you got to do. Okay, I'm walking in with stilts on for Christ's sake. If I
He didn't
to.
have that dog in him during
He
the
didn't.
interviews, man.
He really didn't.
True.
He ain't like my boy Timothy. You watch him in interviews with his actresses that he's with. He just nice to talking. He ain't like that.
No, Timothy knows how to spit game.
Yeah, he does. Even when the bitch is taken, he still be spitting.
He be spitting game at Zendaya, even though she's.
Yeah.
With
I mean, she's that. I mean, taken is a very loose word I use with Zendaya and Tom. Though that man's out there taking back shots, bro.
True.
Like that is incredibly loose.
that is fair.
I
He
could make a
takes
joke
back
about that, but I won't even do it. It's that easy. But but staying back on track here, do we all give our favorite and least favorites?
I didn't give
Yeah,
my
I
least
said
favorite.
Rhino and
Who's your
Miguel.
least favorite, Hag?
Honestly, it's a tough one.
I mean, like it's one of those situations where the least favorite is just like the worst of the best. Like that's just what it comes down to. Like there is no very obvious, oh, this person just completely ruins this, or I don't really
Spider-Buggy.
the Spider Buggy. All right.
Yeah.
Peter
Just 'cause I
Parker.
don't know.
Parked car.
Yeah, Peter Park's car.
How about Jack Quaid?
He
Nah,
was,
I'm not with
is
Jack
he in that
Quaid.
movie?
Yeah,
Yeah, Jack
Who's
Quaid's
Jack Quaid in that movie?
he's one of the Peter Parkers.
He's
Oh.
he's
I'll give
Peter
it to
Park-
Jack Quaid then.
He's the Peter Parker that turned into the lizard that died in Gwen Stacy's
Oh,
universe.
all right. Nah, I can
Oh.
respect that then. I forgot he was in that movie. Honestly, I just didn't even put
Yeah.
2 to 2 together.
I was like literally, you guys can't see me, but I was this close to dissing Jack Quaid. But then I realized that I'm pretty sure he's going out with the girl who pops people's heads in
and the boys.
The Boys,
yeah.
and she-
Victoria
ooh.
Newman. Yeah,
Is he?
She's nice.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know. Look, I don't.
I think
I'm not a
they've been
fucking
going out for
TMZ
minute,
reporter,
like,
so I don't have
low-key.
any details. I think she made a post with him on her Instagram or
Yeah,
something. And
on
I
his
was
birthday.
I was leaned in. That's all I'm gonna say.
I
I was looking like Homeland.
we
That
will
one scene
be
I was
there.
Looking at the screen, that was me.
But she had like one little video of her walking, and it was the most cheeky fucking shot, and that shit was
Swing that.
Ooh. That's all he needs to. Bro, it's a cheeky shot,
Swing
bro.
that.
No, this is literally me swiping. It's because it was the last thing too. Like if she had like 3 pictures or whatever in the last one, this is literally. No, it wasn't my face. It was audio. Hold on.
Jesus.
I'll try to show you. What's her name in real life?
I have no idea.
I
I
have-
follow
I
Instagram
have
too.
absolutely no idea.
I have no idea.
I know. I mean, I know
Victoria
Jack Quaid. I know Jack Quaid. So
Jack Quaid.
Superman Jack Quaid, Superman actor Jack Quaid.
That show's not. That show's not that bad. That show's not that bad.
Nah, I don't give a shit. So Jack Quaid ain't no Superman. Yay. Yay.
That's true.
Oh, it was the fourth one. Yeah, like she was just doing a little. Hold up, shit.
Oh,
She was doing a little walk, and I was peeping the back trunk. I was about to call it a frunk, but no, that's the back trunk. I was peeping the back trunk.
some light dumpage.
Yes, it wasn't bad. Look, I was just surprised, especially seeing Jack Quaid. I was like, Jack Quaid, I am unfamiliar with the game, being the Superman actor, but
Please inform me.
yeah, exactly. Tell me something, Jack. Tell me something. So
But-
make or break moments.
Yeah, make or break.
Also known as the make, because me personally, I didn't
There's
see
not a
any,
single break in
but-
this movie.
No. But it's just made too well. Like, it's just, all of its parts are just too, there's
I
too
got
much
a break.
intention. I feel like there's too much intention behind all of the scenes
This-
in the movie. I mean, but what's the break?
There-
Xander?
so
The break
for
is
me-
the movie
well,
just
hold
ending, honestly. Just ending it, like, on a cliffhanger. That's literally my break, is me
Fair.
not seeing part 3 and knowing what's going to
Picking
happen
out a
for
release
God
date
knows
for the
when.
third part
So-
without having anything fucking recorded.
Yeah, because
with
it's not
no
a
fucking
complete
voices.
movie. It's not a complete movie on its own until I know what happens in the next one. Like, the first one, you could say it's a complete movie. If they never made a part 2, like, you'd be totally fine with the first one as a complete movie. But this one,
I mean-
I just need more.
Are we really pretending like Miles is gonna get stopped by that fucking Timu ass prowler? Come on, he's gonna smoke that guy.
Prowler.
He's gonna smoke that guy. He's got that electricity.
Yeah, but it's
That
gonna be a nice fight, though.
electricity.
It's gonna be a nice fight, though.
Is that prowler gonna have his electricity powers? He doesn't have any
He's
powers,
gonna have
does
tools. He's gonna have tools. It's gadgets.
Tools.
Come
Yeah,
on,
Batman
look at-
versus
look
Superman
at-
type
Look
shit.
at all
Get outta
Spider-Man's
here with
villains.
that.
They're like fucking. They all have little
Yeah.
gadgets. I'm like
Yeah.
even Batman and shit. Like I'm thinking of Doc Ock. That's what I'm thinking of. Like he's literally just fucking metal arms. Like he's not super powered or anything. He's literally
No.
just got metal arms. Look at Shocker. He's a guy with a fucking
It's
shocker.
like, they'll figure
arm.
something out.
Yeah, like a lot of the villains that I like in like the street level are just people who are smart
Yeah.
and put gadgets and shit together and train their skills. So
Yeah.
he'll
I
put
mean,
up a fight, but he ain't winning.
Oh yeah, of course.
That Miles is juice. You saw him out running.
Yeah, that's
all
what I'm
those Spider-Men,
saying.
all them boys and shit.
He outsmarted fucking Oscar
Like,
Isaac
yeah.
Spider-Man. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like,
Yeah,
jeez,
it's like he's literally like I lured all of them away, just so
Yeah.
you can come back here alone. Like literally, he got him.
Which honestly is one of the best moments of the movie, and I'm tight. They
Yeah.
took out in the Netflix and the digital versions. They took out the nah, man, I'm going home.
No, and he said, "Sorry, man, I'm going home" or whatever.
Yeah, like they took that out, which
Yeah.
I'm tight because that's one of the best lines in the fucking movie.
They have that in the song "Home" too.
Yeah.
I
on the
know.
album, which is it's one of those things,
It's
but
ridiculous.
that's one of the breaks of the movie. Is I'm removing that line. Sorry, man, I'm going home.
Yeah, but that scene in general is still fantastic. Lured every single Spider-Man out.
I think
Yeah.
they took that line away because he's not apologetic for it. He's going home to save his dad. He's nothing to be sorry about at the end of the day. That's
And his
why
ass
they
ain't
realized
going
that.
home
Yeah.
either. And his ass ain't going home either. So
Yeah.
it wouldn't make sense.
That's
I
also
hate to
true.
see that.
That was another make moment, if you want to say that, because it's so obvious after the second watch. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I knew he wasn't going back to that one first time watching, because like there's so much going on that you're not thinking about. Like, at least I wasn't anyways. But like after
show
watching
it.
again, they must have said what 47 or whatever it is 100,000
42.
times. Yeah,
It like
Like, how many
it,
times-
flashes on a little screen? I think.
right at the beginning of the movie they do that. Literally at the beginning of the movie they say 42, and in the first movie they talked about it, they literally straight up said, and I said this when we talked about the first Spider-Verse, everyone says that they're the one and only Spider-Man of the universe, so how the hell is there two? Like, it's so obvious that Miles the Spider is not from this universe until you watch it.
So here's something I'm going to raise to that though. Insomniac Spider-Man is seen in the
Right.
movie, and there are two Spider-Men in that universe.
Yeah, but that's
Three.
like that's
Sure,
that's an
three,
outlier.
technically,
That's an
it's still
exception.
in
That's an
there.
exception, not the rule. That's an exception, not the rule. How many
Yeah.
how many other Peter
I feel like
Parkers are
that's
there?
I feel like there has to be exceptions in the multiverse. Like most of the times
Yeah.
there's only.
I mean, it's
gonna be
also
one
the
Spider-Man.
multiverse.
Infinite
It's
possible.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Thank you.
It's
Chad.
infinite, but
It's
like,
like,
in
at
all
some
these
point,
infinite
one
universes, we
becomes
see
three.
like a couple universes with two Spider-Mans, like the main
Yeah.
Marvel comics, like the Insomniac. Usually there only is one though.
I mean, because they want to make money, though. It's like we got to start pretending like there's some in canon reason for them wanting more Spider-Mans. They just want to make more fucking money. But
Yeah,
True.
of course.
no, but I agree. I mean, there's so many. Another great scene. I mean, like that whole chase, and then like then him just jumping off, then just going invisible and just dipping. That's awesome. I mean, that whole. I finally watched the beginning scene. Everybody, there was a lot more than I
Finally.
thought. There was a lot more on there than I thought.
You
I'm
missed
not
that
gonna
shit
lie.
like 2 times, right? The
Yeah.
Gwen scene. Oh my god.
You missed
Man,
it?
that's
You
so
missed it?
funny.
No,
Mhm.
the basically until she goes to fight Vulture is what I missed. Like everything before her pulling
Every
up for the
time?
fight.
The drums. The
Yes.
drums.
It was sad.
Every
Yeah,
time.
it was.
It was
sad.
like clockwork,
How?
Hag. It was like clockwork. I don't know.
How?
Getting snacks and shit.
We went to Island 16 or whatever it was. We were a couple minutes late, so I missed it. I was getting snacks.
Yeah.
We went to Sayville. We were a couple minutes late. I was getting. Look, I prioritize snacks.
I was getting snacks.
I think snacks are very important. All right, like
Because I was like, damn, I was in the sea. I was like, damn, this man's missing it again. Like, no way. I was gonna go out there and get you, but I was like, nah,
Yeah.
I'm in this shit.
yeah, it is what it is. I needed to just see it from the beginning, and I finally did this time. And I mean, obviously, it's fucking tough as hell, but it's just how fluid it transfers from Gwen to fighting Vulture to the others, like Oscar pulling up, Miguel pulling up with they got Chet again.
Come on.
Again.
Got.
How's
He's
my
back.
hot
He's
spot
back
not
already.
enough?
He quick with it this time. Yeah, but like everything is just. I mean, the animation is just. I think that's like a dead horse by this point.
Yeah,
Even though
it's
we
been
really haven't
glazed
even.
to high up.
That's what I'm saying. We haven't even spoken about it this episode, and it's already been too glazed. The animation, just from. I mean, it's not a bad thing. Like I think it deserves all the praise it's getting, and it will get because that animation style is legitimately like. We complain all the time about how
It's one of its
unoriginal
own.
things are. That's what I'm saying. We complain all the time about how unoriginal movies and shows are nowadays. At least I know I do. And just seeing something like that is just such it's so refreshing to see. Like, all right, there still are people who care about like keep like reinventing the wheel every once in a while. Because that animation, it's just so difficult watching other animations after seeing
Yeah.
Spider-Verse. Like you
You
watch
feel
like
spoiled,
I
I
will
feel
say,
like.
I will say though, the one thing that in recent years that has gotten pretty close to that is the new Puss in Boots movie.
Yeah,
That
animation was
in
nice
that
on
is
that.
really fucking good.
Yeah, ain't no Spider-Verse, but it's still on that level almost.
Yeah, I know we ain't
It's
comparing
different
Puss in Boots
styles,
to
though.
Spider-Verse.
Yeah,
No,
I know
no,
we
no.
different styles, but
No,
nah,
of course
it's a
not.
tough movie. Tough
It's a
movie. You
tough
sleep
ass
on Puss in
movie.
Boots.
Dio, watch it. Watch it.
Yeah.
Watch it tonight.
Nope.
Yeah, you have
It's
to
a good
refresh.
movie though.
You have to refresh and re-enter.
I'm sure it's a great movie. I still ain't watching it. I ain't doing it.
Sucking.
I ain't watching a movie called Puss in Boots. I ain't fucking doing it.
Puss
I'll
in
go
Boots
on-
hard.
I'll
He
go on
goes hard.
Pornhub. I'll go on Pornhub if I want to watch a story about Puss in Boots. Damn, they keep getting Chet. My guy,
Yeah.
Yeah,
been fried.
so-
they're putting him down. Isn't he on his
I don't think I said my break moment.
Yeah, you did.
I mean, no,
You said
my
it was the
make,
movie
my
ending.
Make.
Oh, okay.
No, my make. Yeah, I just said my make moment. I mean, are we waiting for Chet to get back in? And I'll say it.
Probably.
You can say it whenever you want.
Here he is.
I'll just say it then. No, my make moment is definitely that whole chase scene. I
Hmm.
will just give it to the chase scene. I know we talked about it a little bit, but
Yeah.
the setup and everything, like the build the tension of him finding out that his dad's gonna get fucking smoked, then him realizing he gotta do something about it, or like you just sit here and just stay in this cage and let this pop
Yeah.
by. Like, I just love that whole like moral like dilemma he has to face throughout that whole chase scene, because it's like
Yeah.
Miguel is telling him, like, if you do this, you have a chance of like destroying your whole universe. But
But it's like
Yeah.
his fucking pops is gonna die.
yeah, it's like you
Yeah.
got to take that chance. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
it's like like he's trying to say Spider-Man, like not always, but Spider-Man always like has to try to save them. You can't just sit back and let someone die if you know there's a chance you can stop it. That's why I like Spider-Man's character.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess the one break moment I'll have, I don't really want to call it a break. I just want to call it like overstimulation, I guess, just in the sake of like the whole time thing is like just introducing canon events now. Like it's just, I understand it's like basically the same thing as they're doing in Doctor Strange. What did they call it? They called it something else.
Absolute point in time. Or something like that.
Like
Absolute points.
Yeah, exactly. And it's
Nexus
like, look,
beings.
it's like, look, I appreciate it, but like, you got to be more uniform with this stuff. I think Canon Event actually has probably the best sounds to it. I think it makes the most sense, just in terms of like being understandable. It just still kind of just took me for a little bit. I'm like, guys, come on. You were already established the rules for this shit, but I mean, it's
But
fine.
it's two different studios technically, so they.
I know. But it doesn't change the fact that it's stupid. and it's
Yes.
and
It's not even like you're saying it's two different universes, but then it can't be when they're pulling like the
No. I'm
Prowler
not
from
saying
the
it's two different
MCU back.
universes. I said two
Oh,
different
alright.
studios.
Yeah.
Studios.
Oh, studios, all right,
Yeah.
yeah. There's no continuity between the studios,
Yeah.
but there
Yes.
should be one. You're pulling like the Prowler from the live action MCU into these
Yeah.
movies. It's like
Yes,
I
but
don't know. It feels weird with the
that's
continuity
that's
of the
not
time
something.
travel and multiverse.
Unfortunately, that's just something that Sony is being a cuck about and just won't agree to. That's why.
It's just like the equivalent of, in my opinion, like if they came out and said that the whole time travel thing that they explained in Endgame isn't the way they explained it in Endgame, and it's actually the way that they thought it was. It's like the idea of doing that. It's like, oh, now that you think about it, the plot really could use this. So now all of a sudden, no, the time travel, it is Hot Tub Time Machine. It's like I feel like that's you open the door for doing shit like that when you just keep like when you're very loose with the terms you use. But I mean, I completely understand. It's different studios. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
But if I had to make a break, maybe it's that. I don't know.
Yeah, I get that because it's like even in the comics, there's different ways they go about time travel and different ways they go throughout the multiverse. Like, I don't think in the comics, correct me, I don't think if one person from a different multiverse goes to another multiverse that shit will start collapsing. I don't think it's like that in the comics. Like,
Incursions did so.
they do, yeah. Incursions do happen if you do that, but I feel like there's certain characters that just do it so frequently. Like,
I was going
it's
to say,
just
so
like not as
incursions didn't
consequential.
start happening until
It was
like
only recently,
2012,
yeah, exactly.
2013.
Like they're always changing shit in comics, and then you have to keep that continuity to like something like Spider-Verse because you're dealing with some of these comic characters. You're putting them in this movie, so which one is it? The comic continuity, or is it like the animated canon event type shit? That's what one of the things is. It's annoying with that multiverse shit.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking of it as like a kind of like a for the average person, right? It's like I can understand these concepts easy because I've watched all the other Marvel projects that deal with this stuff, so I can just kind of copy and paste. But for Spider-Verse, something that's like touted as, I mean, maybe it's not touted, but I see it as like kind of like you don't need to watch 20 movies, you don't need to watch 20 TV shows to understand Spider-Verse. Like it's just as simple as it's Miles Morales' Peter Parker take. Like it's a different Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You have 2 movies and that's it. Like you don't need all of that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It just like makes it difficult for just like regular people to watch it when
There's all this stuff tied into it.
Yeah. Yeah, but like that's such a minor gripe. Like literally 99% of the movie I am in love with. But
Yeah,
like
I really don't have gripes besides like little shit I can nitpick about like that.
It is an absolutely fantastic movie, in and out, like perfect, honestly.
Mm-hmm. I know you've been cutting in and out, chat. Did you have any? I know you probably didn't hear all the stuff we said, but what are some of your favorite moments from the movie?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can
you
hear
hear
us?
me?
You got.
No
Yeah, they got him. They got fucking Chet. They got Spider Chet.
Spider
You hate to see it. You hate to see them getting Spider Chet. Is he like not in here?
It shows him in here.
Yeah, no, I'm seeing it. E. Why is everyone's name E?
I don't know.
Yeah, it is all E.
What are you doing? What are you showing me?
What are you showing me?
Yeah, it looks like Chet's thing is still cooked. They got him. God fucking damn it, man. I just want to fucking eat dinner. Jesus Christ.
So over.
Like, all right, hopefully you can join back. Let's start getting this ball moving. So when Chet's not here, we still have. I'm missing some scenes. I know that for a fact. I feel like I've only talked about the end. Me personally, I really haven't said. Actually, no, I talked about the beginning. I talked about how I missed it. The scene with Vulture, the hammer space.
We talked about the spot scene too. I'm trying to think of what else we missed. The opening scene we talked about tough. I like the scene with his mom. That scene, that heartfelt moment with him and his mom.
Like go chase after Gwen.
But don't forget where you're from, and like don't let other people tell you don't belong here. Like that shit is just a tough scene. I fuck with that.
Yeah.
One of the most emotional in the movie. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and that's what makes Spider. I mean, we talked about it to death. What makes Spider-Man so iconic, and it's always his like super, the like, what the hell is the word? Like, mature. I mean, yeah, relatable, but it's just like the emotional maturity that all of his like his mentor figures have. I know a lot of I feel like that's a huge caricature is having like the mentor figure, but Spider-Man always just has it so well. Whether it's Aunt May, Uncle Ben, Miles's case, Rio, or forgot what his dad's
There's
name
Peter
is.
for his case.
Uncle
too.
Aaron,
His dad, yeah. Uncle Aaron too. His dad.
Yeah, like it's just they always know how to make them. They always make them know how to hit home because like we've talked about this. Spider-Man really is just like a regular guy, minus obviously his powers and shit. But like the situations he's in are all
Normal shit.
yeah, exactly. It's
Mhm.
like he's in high school and he's trying to figure out what he wants to do with the rest of his life. Like it's very relatable, and it just did a very good job to it. Like not being Marvel had as like sometimes has a bad case of like being too trendy or being like too on the nose with the pop shit, like on with the pop culture and stuff.
Yeah.
But like it's just the way that, like it's just so like the way it's written, the way it's like actually put into action. Like it's just such a. I mean, you guys can tell. I'm glazing. I'm glazing right
yeah,
now.
no, this movie deserves to be glazed, but it just works for all
Yeah.
generations. Like the storytelling,
Yeah.
like you were saying, it doesn't matter what age you are, it just works.
Yeah.
But welcome back, Jet.
Yes, sir. Welcome back.
I don't know what's going on with this shit.
It's sucking.
It's all right. What are some of your favorite moments or least favorite before you get cut out and kicked out again?
Oh fuck! I gotta think quick.
Do it.
It's already saying trying to reconnect. I don't know the chase. Fucking the reveal that he's in a different dimension at the end.
Mm-hmm. That's
That whole
hard.
speech to Rio Morales
Mm-hmm.
about how he's been Spider-Man the whole time. And
Yeah, that's a good ass speech at the end. He's talking to his mom. It sucks that it's not his mom though.
Yeah.
yeah,
He got to do the speech again in the part 3. He got to do the same exact speech to his mom and his dad this time. Hopefully, he tells both of them.
Yeah. Hopefully, yeah. We'll see what
Before
happens.
his pops gets iced up.
Yeah,
I was-
before he gets
yeah,
ice. Yeah,
his
you gotta
pops
let your
gets
pops
iced.
know you Spider Man.
What's the Vegas over under on Uncle Aaron, on Uncle Jeff? No, it's just Jeff.
On Jeff,
Yeah, on Jeff getting iced. I'm saying yes.
I'm saying
Yeah.
it's
Jeff's
over.
not getting
Yeah,
iced.
definitely.
They're setting up that he's supposed to stop what's gonna happen because we know it's gonna happen. So like this whole third movie.
But then I feel like that's the whole point of the self-fulfilling prophecy. Like he's gonna try to stop it so much, he's not gonna stop it. Like that's the whole.
I mean,
it's supposed to happen regardless, but at least he tried.
They're
If
gonna
if
get
you
Rio.
look at like if you look at the Spot's visions, like the flashes, like you slow them down and shit, you can see there's gonna be a huge battle. Like
Yeah,
all the Spider-Man there.
I mean,
a lot of them dead too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even really know how Spider-Man fights someone like the Spot. Like, we were just talking about how Spider-Man's villains are all very like machine built, like tools. Like they got a tool belt on them. But like Spot is like
teleport you anywhere.
that's what he's an interdimensional being. It's like there's no fighting. There is no like fist fights with this guy, especially when now that he's like in whatever you want to call it, like ascended form or final form or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yeah, you just gotta either outsmart him or just be quicker with the reflex.
I mean, like even when you see it in the flashback, when he's literally just taking building parts and then throwing it at people, it's like, what the fuck do you do about that?
You gotta kick your spider sense to overdrive. And that's
Yeah.
literally the only way you're stopping a man like that, just being faster than him.
And you
Which
ain't
is
even
impossible
stopping
kind of one. It's like instantaneous to portals. Like
I mean,
Yeah.
he did
Kinda
it
hard.
earlier in the movie when they first meet.
yeah, but that was like
Yeah.
weak sauce spot.
Yeah.
That was like level.
That was
1
villain of the week.
boss.
That was villain of the
Yeah,
week
That was
spot.
Street Thug.
He-
Now
he's no
like
longer
crime
villain
boss.
of the week spot.
Yeah.
No,
Did you have
but-
any break moments, Chet?
Not really.
Yeah, no, me either. Yeah.
I guess then
Agreed.
we can move on to quotes. Whoever would like to start on some of those.
They caught me slipping, Pete.
Yeah, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing.
They caught me slipping. They got me.
I would literally have to say that one. Everyone keep trying to tell me how to my story's supposed to be. Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. Nah, literally, that's probably one of mine. This is a tough quote, but it's a meme to hell.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, we already talked about the Rio with Miles. There was a lot of really
The whole
good quotes on
speech,
there.
The whole
there was a lot of-
entire speech.
That whole
Yeah.
speech.
What else? Oh, the Spot joint. Yeah. So what is that? Our
See you
future.
back home, Spider-Man.
Oh, that shit's ridiculous.
I got Miles being Spider-Man is a sacrifice. That's a job for Miguel. He's
Mhm.
chatting to him.
Yeah.
And then you see his timeline get cooked afterwards. Tough.
Yeah. Yeah, Miguel is. That man got some serious PTSD.
Yeah, literally watching your daughter die. Is tough.
Yeah. He's literally just staring at the fucking monitor. That shit is egregious. Quotes.
That picture's got to be right now.
They got him again.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, man. At this point, it would have been just better for him to record at his place with the music, with all the sound and shit. Honestly.
Yeah.
Because this shit's fucking egregious.
This shit is.
Oh, I got one. The shit at the end with Gwen. I never found my right band, so I started my own. That's just tough.
Yeah.
The music is
Yeah.
just swelling in the background. Tough.
Oh, where it adds on every time.
Yeah, all the fucking different notes from the different soundtracks and shit.
When Hobie comes in, it adds on the fucking
Yeah.
guitar. Gwen adds on the drums.
Fuck. I gotta rewatch that final scene now. Such a good scene. Especially when they build up on Gwen in the beginning, not having a place of her own in her own universe, and she finally finds her fucking gang. Shit tough.
Masterful.
True.
Peak storytelling. Unlike the MC right now, shit washed. Just to toss that in there real quick.
Don't talk to me about that.
Shit washed.
I guess then I'm gonna skip over the eights because there's really none of those.
Yeah. Another thing I have to speak on is how crazy Gwen's universe be looking. I love how they
The watercolors.
The watercolors. Well, guess what? It's time to lean in.
We gotta get fucking Chet in here. DL, could I just take a stool from in here and record on your computer? This shit is sucking me.
It's lean in time.
I'll put it right in the middle. Oh,
There's
that was really fucking gay.
There's your moment of the week.
Oh, I should. That was very
homoerotic.
Yeah.
Rio Morales.
Yeah, we I say, look, I'm gonna lean in. The Chet's gonna lean in. Rio Morales. Oh, the whole. Whoa! You see, you were trying to catch me. We're talking about Gwen.
No, I got Rio on this.
Rio Morales.
I got Rio on
yes,
this.
I mean,
movie.
okay.
I got Rio on this one. You saw the way she was moving.
Okay, so
Oh, man.
I mean, yeah, she grown up. Look, she
Come
grown
on,
up.
man.
We ain't gonna deny that. Look, Rio grown up. She's the relationship, and Gwen is the fling. Okay, if we're gonna be specific, because like I said, Rio all grown up. We ain't gotta worry about none of that emotional immaturity shit. Okay, she got her shit together. She got a kid, for God's sakes. Okay, she know.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it's Rio, and if you've watched this movie, you know why.
yeah. I think it's just more because of how big her. Because every single time I watch the first Spider-Verse, seeing the
How
second
big
one
a
now,
hip sorry you were gonna say?
I mean, I didn't say that, but I will say that.
Yeah,
No,
they did give her bigger ass.
yeah, no, absolutely not. But she is an absolute nobody in the first one. She doesn't have her voice actress is the same, I think, but she has like 2 lines, so it doesn't matter. Like she says nothing in the first one. Like every single time I'm watching, I'm like, damn, this is the freaking the bad you know what of the second movie. I'm like, bro, she's literally like, it's
Yeah.
Gwen, and then now it's Rio. She
Rio.
took it back. Yeah, whatever.
It's Rio.
Mhm. She's not actually real. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. What he said.
No, but besides that, that's really all I got for Thirsty.
That's all I
Moment.
got,
mean, two is already an upgrade. Normally we can barely scrounge for 1, but 2, sheesh.
Yeah,
See
this is true.
Yeah, you do.
True.
But I guess then, moving on to the question of the week. Of course, every weekend-ish, we ask a lovely question on our Instagram at the Staincast. Get you involved. See what you're thinking. This week, we asked you guys who your favorite Spider-Man is. We got some lovely answers.
What did we ask? Because it's been so long, and I was like, "What the hell did we ask?"
This was DL's response.
True. That's my favorite Spider-Man. It was Mumbarella.
Joda Ho said Miles Morales.
Respect it.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Reese.
Mumbarella said Hobie.
Yeah, no, that's. I mean, look at that. I mean, that is.
That's that one scene. That one.
This was
scene.
Niquil's response.
Toby.
Toby.
And
The dap up.
Xander said Toby from Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
Specifically,
That's peak. Yeah, that one. Literally that version of him. Not even just the overall character. Literally just that version.
How
of him.
come nobody said Andrew Garfield? That was my
Yeah,
favorite
yeah.
Spider-Man movie.
They
He
should've
was
made a third
electric
one.
in
They
No Way
should've made a
Home.
third one.
Thor thing, pal.
What about Drake Bell's Ultimate Spider-Man?
For legal reasons, I can't talk about Drake Bell.
All I can think about is that picture of him like in court when he's like zoomed in.
Yeah.
And, like, he's literally looking just like how we're looking
He's
right
sitting
now.
there
So-
like this.
So Xander, you said, did you want to add any more to Toby?
No, I'm just kidding. That's not my favorite Spider-Man. I'd say
No.
Tom the goat. Just his acting chops alone in No Way Home is just
Hmm.
he's just that guy. And the first Spider-Man, Homecoming's really good too.
Yeah.
Homecoming. The only
Yeah,
one
no, it's-
that's mid is the second one.
And it's not even that mid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they still got Jake Gyllenhaal and Tom dealing.
It's just
with.
mid compared
It's
to
always nice.
Homecoming and No Way
Yeah,
Home.
it's really
Yeah.
mid compared to both of those two.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of hard to sit through without Jake Gyllenhaal being on screen. Not gonna lie,
Him
like, it's just so
screaming.
pointless because he's fighting projections the whole time, not really fighting
Yeah.
anything of like serious nature until he
Yeah.
finds out it's Mysterio.
It was a cool take on Mysterio, though. I like
It
it.
was.
Yeah. It's a school trip too. Nobody wants to see a fucking school trip out of New York. Like, what are you doing? Like,
It's not even
fucking.
realistic.
What are we doing? You see Ned in a robe in a hotel, hitting on Betty and shit, laying pipe. Nobody
That whole
wants that.
subplot was like the
Exactly,
reason
it's
why
just
that
so
movie
stupid.
just doesn't get replayed by me. Because I just don't ever need to see that again.
Yeah. Well, I give it to
See
Tom.
that getting his
Anyways.
goals.
Especially knowing that he's skinny. I don't know. He bald in real life. I had to really go through the
You got
word
a
salad
little
real
hairpiece
quick.
on for the movie.
Yeah, no,
You get to slow
I
it
had to
down.
watch my words. Yeah, I was like, oh shit. My favorite. I mean, I say, Chad, who do you got? Because I honestly don't even know. Because like it's hard because if
I'd
we're just gonna
probably
say
say-
all time,
Toby, just because it's nostalgia,
Yeah.
and plus he had to get
Yeah.
it out the mud and didn't have any help from Iron
Yeah.
Man and all that.
True.
He had
True.
to use, he, had
He
to
did
use
get
his
it
own
out the
mind to
mud.
figure
Nah,
it
he
out.
got organic webs. I said the real one who went out the mud was Andrew, and he lost fucking his girl too. He got it out the mud,
yeah,
the muddiest part.
Got
He
bitter.
he had to watch
Still-
Gwen get her shit fucking rocked.
still the only Spider-Man without that trilogy for a good reason.
Yeah, second one was so
Toby, I say
abominable.
Toby even got that hideous ass third movie, but
Yeah.
Fantastic. I don't know what you're talking about.
I feel like they just knew that a
Yeah.
third one would just be as bad as the second one or worse. They just had to
Yeah.
stop. They just couldn't.
Yeah. There's so many fucking Spider-Men. There's so like you literally go back 20 years, 25 years, and there is a shit ton of them.
Neil
but-
Patrick Harris and Web of Shadows.
If we're talking about all of them, the animated Spider-Man from
I would say
the
90s
show,
animated.
Yeah, he's probably one of my
that
top
guy's
three.
pretty good.
It's
He's
like
in
him,
there.
Tom, and Toby.
He a goon.
Those are my top three. I love the fucking shocker. You can't escape me.
Me, I'll chase you to the ends of the earth.
As he's crawling up the fucking tower. That shit's menacing.
Yeah.
It's nasty.
Yeah, I mean, I think I have to give it to Tom because I feel like Tom is just a complete. Like he's the best of Toby and the best of Andrew. Like
He had a
just kind of-
trilogy. He had an entire trilogy to explain his origin story.
That's all it was. Yeah, it was like a development
Yeah,
for
so
that
he's not even in
character.
college
He's-
yet, for God's
yeah,
sakes.
and he's not even
Like-
like he finally got the classic suit, no help from anyone, all by
Yeah.
himself, swinging throughout the Manhattan. It's tough. Like that's what we
Yeah.
need from Spider-Man. I like how that was literally the origin.
Yeah.
Like niggas were hating on it, but you see where it led. Like
Yeah,
we
the
finally got
entire-
Spider-Man, not Spider-Boy anymore.
The entire trilogy was his origin story. So it's like
Yeah,
that's what I also agree with you. Like Tom has the edge for me, as well. The
he's
development
also just
he
the most
has-
recent one too, which is always gonna help him. I feel like you don't really. It's like he's living in the current era. He's not walking around like the suit technology has come so far. The storytelling, like just the overall amount of
Everything.
people involved with it. Exactly, literally everything is went up to 10. Like this was
I
like
just
that
think
was
he's
the
the
first.
best actor as Spider-Man too. Like Andrew Garfield, I'd say, is a better actor overall, but Tom
Yeah.
as Spider-Man does a better job acting as Peter Parker and
Andrew
Spider-Man.
Garfield for me is in that same category as like Pedro Pascal as Reed Rich. I mean, whoever I said beforehand, because I haven't seen Pedro, obviously, as Reed, so I'm not gonna hate that much. It's just funny to hate, but like he's just
Oscar Isaac.
Apocalypse. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Where it's like
Yeah, he's too
I'm not
handsome
taking
as
anything
Spider-Man.
away from Oscar Isaac. I've seen his work and it speaks for itself. That's for sure.
But it's like you put like even from the first movie, I was never sold on Andrew. Like the fact like him that dunking scene will live in infamy for me as the break moment.
I'm
The
skating throughout
break
the
moment.
halls of the school.
That's what I'm
too.
saying. It's like,
what
bro,
are
he's
you
like,
doing?
this literally looks like the most popular kid in the entire school, and he's supposed to
Yeah.
be Peter Parker.
He's
Like,
He's getting bullied.
yeah, exactly. It's so weird. It's like Toby was the perfect one. Like, I remember watching the first or second Spider-Man. Literally, nothing goes right for him. He literally has Harry saying how much he wants to kill
Y'all see
Spider-Man,
the
while
Duck
Mary
Trio?
Jane is literally about to get married to somebody else. Like, that's Peter Parker. Literally, every step he makes is wrong. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what is that?
So his wug.
It's the
His
Doug
wug-
Trio.
It's
Jeez.
nasty looking.
Yeah, I
It
don't
looked
wanna
like a
see
It
that.
looked
fucking
like a
cock and
vibrator.
balls.
Yeah, it looked like a vibrator. Honestly.
Yeah, no, he did not. Yeah, especially with the right ball being
Like a
slightly
sex
bigger
toy.
too. That's
Oh,
clutch.
yeah, it's hanging low.
Yeah, that's honestly a little bit too accurate for me.
Yeah, but thank you guys for answering. Those of you that did.
Yeah, whoever didn't, I'm
You
just
know
shaking
what you
my head.
are.
I'm
You
not
know
even
what you
making a
are.
threat. I'm not even gonna make a
Sorry.
threat this week.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say.
I'm just gonna do this.
But I guess then that is on to our rating. The last thing we
Mm.
should do, which if you haven't
Difficult.
heard by the glazing that has become from this episode, it is an S for me.
Yeah, S tier.
Not
First one was an S tier. This one's an S tier too.
And I feel like it's only going to get increased. I mean, it really can't increase off an S, but like when that, like you said, Zender, when that third movie comes out, and it's like the full circle of like when you
get
when you
all
can
of it.
watch 1, 2, and 3, and like I mean maybe not back to back, but like like consecutive order. That's gonna be different. I feel like that's
Yeah.
gonna be
Mhm.
fucking awesome. Like being able to
It's
just
like-
watch where he's like the first scene with Miles in it, and then the last scene he's in the third movie.
Yeah, that's
be
gonna
night
hit.
and day.
I just know it's gonna be. It's gonna
Yeah.
be emotional. It's gonna hit just seeing
Mhm.
that. But I was gonna say it's like watching Dune Part 1 and then Part 2. Now that we got both of that, it just hits different.
exactly.
That's what I like about having a complete story. That's why that's my only gripe about the movie is it just ends like that for the setup for the
Yeah.
finale. But what are you gonna do? It's the second part of it.
They can't cook
franchise.
forever, unfortunately.
Exactly. Yeah.
Did you rate it, Chet?
S.
Yeah. What he said.
Top tier.
Top
True.
tier.
Yeah, true.
Man.
But
There's nothing to complain about.
I got nothing else to say.
Yeah,
Watch the
Just
movie.
eat.
Yeah,
get
if
in
you haven't
there.
watched this
Go
movie,
out
I don't
there,
know.
buy
I don't
your
know where you've been.
Blu-rays, Watch it on Netflix.
Yeah, like this, to me, this is just one of those movies that like you gotta be tapped into.
You just gotta strap down and watch it.
Shit got robbed. It got robbed. Boy in the Heron didn't deserve it. I will just say that.
That's
Got
me.
robbed.
That is
They
me.
get robbed.
That's me when
Boy in
fucking
the Heron's
Spider-Verse
good,
got robbed.
but
I
Yeah.
just
robbed.
the story was just all over the place. Kind of, it was trying to get its message across in this like very mysterious like Ghibli way, but it didn't hit at like the other
What
Ghibli
story?
movies.
The story of the
It's
boy
just the
and
story,
Heron.
the boy and the heron. It's like a story about grief and fucking a whole
Yeah,
bunch
I
of
was
other
so
shit.
confused with
And
that.
how
like,
the
that
past
whole
is supposed to
Ghibli
rebuild,
movie as well.
how the future is supposed to be led by the people in the past to be greater than they were. It's like shit like that, but
I just saw how many A-listers are in it, and for me, it just sounded. I don't know. I mean, one, it was just like you said, it just seemed way too. I don't know. It seemed like okay, this is like the story was very like the morals or whatever was clear. It's like all right, I feel like we're so beyond just like having a story being like there needs to be a story overlaid over the morals now. Like that's just
no,
where we're at.
that's what that movie was. But it was just
Oh.
I wouldn't say it was confusing, but it was just for the average audience. You're not gonna leave that movie
Yeah.
understanding what the message was besides grief.
Yeah.
When there's a whole bunch of messages. Like that's what I'm saying. Like me and Quill, like you guys were like, I guess it's about the grief, but I know there's more to it. I feel like I shouldn't really have to be feeling like that after a movie, you know. But
How long was the movie?
it's like 2 hours, and
Oh,
yeah, it was like
For some reason, I thought it was like one of them
yeah.
short
I don't know
joints.
why
Felt
that was a
long.
multiverse movie. I thought that
Nah,
chick was
it-
supposed to be like a girl version of him. I didn't realize it was his mom.
It was his mom, yeah. It was about the past. Like I was saying, it was about the past leading the future or whatever.
Yeah,
Or trying to lead the future. Like the
It
old
came
guy
out at the
wanted
end
him
of
to
the
take
year
over.
too, right?
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not right.
It was like November, December.
Recency
something
bias
like that.
hitting like a freight train.
That's true.
That's a movie I will watch at some point.
It's
but, like,
good. The animation's probably I might
Yeah, the
say it might be
animation's
better
pretty
than
good.
Spider-Verse with certain departments, like the water, the skies, like when you first see them at sea, like just the fire and everything, like it just looks beautiful, that movie. That's probably why it won, but I just feel like Spider-Verse had a better story, but people were saying Spider-Verse didn't finish the story, so they couldn't give it to it.
Yeah. But also because it's
It's a sequel.
and it's a superhero movie. I feel like
They gave it to the first
they're,
one.
they're trying their hardest not to be given
Not-
that participation trophy.
They don't want to give it out to too many superhero movies because the first one got one. So if they did it again, people would be calling Oscars, "Oh, you're frauds."
Yeah, I mean that just means that the third one I mean, I don't really care. I've said it a million times. I don't give a shit about
Oscars fraudulent.
any of those
award
whatever
ceremonies. It's all stupid.
whatever you call them, the patting on the back ceremony. You can call it whatever you want. But I mean, Spider-Verse. I mean, I feel like as soon as that story is out there and like we have all three parts of that, like there's no excuses anymore. There are no ifs.
True.
That's all I got for Spider-Man. I mean, we could certainly talk for longer, but you guys don't want to. It's starting to get unhealthy.
Yeah.
How much we're going down on this movie?
Yeah, how much glazing
How
we're
much
doing.
glazing.
It's
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel dirty right now. I feel
Like
dirty.
I'm literally reaching for something to hate on. Like I'm picking a rhino as a fucking animal. Like, I'm
Yeah.
reaching. Like I really don't have complaints.
Yeah.
We tried.
But I guess on that note, thank you, Chet and Xander, for joining us. Thank you to all of you guys for watching. Of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. If you're watching this on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, leave us a review and follow. When you're done with all of that, go over to our Instagram at the Staincast. Follow us, turn on post notifications. Stay tuned for this week,
Do it.
where you will see the teaser and the question of the week for the start of the Harry Potter franchise.
Oh.
Now you
Hater.
You hating.
We'll
But we will
tap
see
in.
you
We'll see you
guys
guys next week.
Next week.
Yoink.